What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go over the October monthlies for all signs Aries through Pisces. Last month we have done the August monthlies for all signs, so if you haven't already, be sure to check that out. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I think I was pretty spot on with a lot of stuff that I had predicted in that month specifically. But for the most part, we're going to go over the October monthlies. Also, a slight change of scenery because yeah, I'm redecorating my room. That's why when you saw the videos, it kind of looked like it was in disarray or whatnot. It's just simply because I'm trying to strain it up or like get it a certain way where I actually like it or just like where I hated it or whatnot. But in any case, change the scenery. I got tired of the same thing. In fact, I need to start just going all over the place just to change up some shit. But anyway, also while I was rearranging my room, I came across this crystal and I forgot I had this, so I was like, oh shit. So I'm gonna keep this right beside me while I do this reading. But for the most part, hopefully September was good to you. September was a very turbulent fucking month in terms of like the eclipses and nodal shifts and planet conjunctions or oppositions. So if it was a challenging month, or if it was like emotionally like, you know, kind of off-putting, that's why just a lot of stuff playing. A lot of the astrological climate was not the best, but some people may have good months, which I'm happy for you. Some people may have decent months. You know, it doesn't really matter. We're just in phases in our lives at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, let's just hope October be better for everybody, or at least show signs of like improvement. But for the most part, let's go ahead and get started. What's coming up for all signs Aries through Pisces for the month of October? What is the clear message that they need to know in terms of like what it is that coming up for them in October? What is it that they need to look out for? What advice or, you know, any type of information that all signs Aries through Pisces will need? Can you give me a clear message, clear-cut message for all signs Aries through Pisces for the month of October? This is their monthly October reading. So if you can give me a message that they need to hear for the month of October, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much in advance. All signs Aries through Pisces coming up for them in October. October 2025. What messages can I relate to the signs Aries through Pisces for October? What messages that they need to hear? What is it that they need to know? Give me clear, concise, clear-cut messages that they need to know for all signs Aries through Pisces. Messages that will help him. Messages that they can keep in mind. Give me all the messages that is necessary or needed for what they need for this month of October 2025. Can you help me to relay a very good message, or just messages in general, like messages that they need to hear? Not all messages are going to be what you want to hear, but it's what you need to hear. So that's what I'm saying. It's like I want to make sure I give you a message that you need to hear versus the messages that, you know, yeah. So what messages I can relate to the collective Aries through Pisces for the month of October 2025? What messages can I relate to them? Through my shuffles, Aries through Pisces for the month of October 2025. Clear-cut messages they need to hear, messages, any predictions, anything that they need to know. What messages I can give to the collective for October 2025, Aries through Pisces, all signs. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So, starting off with you, Aries. What's coming up for you this month? Nine of Cups reversed, Six of Pentacles. Are you pessimistic about efforts not being placed? What's coming up for you this month, Aries? You're pessimistic about something and it's causing you to retract. It's possibly in regards to work. Something that like possibly something is not balanced, or something is not giving, like something is not equal give and take in a situation. And I get the Ace of Wands reverse, like the at the bottom of the deck, clarifying the Ten of Wands reverse. So it seemed like you're releasing something that was once a wish fulfillment, or something that you're pessimistic about, something that was not necessarily what you thought it was. And I think like It's something that you once, it's something you was working on, and it's like you start to lose steam, or you start to feel as though like your efforts weren't being recognized, or you probably felt as though like it wasn't going anywhere. I think you felt as though you was wasting your time, or what you were doing was a waste of time, because the 10 of Wands represents burden. So it seems as though you're going to be releasing a burden that made you feel lack, is that I get. Why the 9 of Cups reverse here? What is that for there? Why the 9 of Cups there? Okay. Queen of Wands. You didn't see the full picture. There was no growth and expansion in whatever this was. And it's like you really did not feel your greatest. Like it's like you start to lose that hope or that spark you had within you. Why the 10 of Wands reverse for Aries? Why the 10 of Wands reverse? 6 of Cups. Something from the past? Something from the past. Something that left a bad taste in your mouth. I keep getting it might be in something in regards to your career, your stability, your independence. You're freeing yourself from that. It's something you're following your intuition on, or something that may not be fully in the open. It's like, it probably may be something that is like going on in the background, and it may like, this probably is something that is hidden from you, or something that you did not expect to happen, is what I get. One more card. What's going on for Aries this month? 9 of Wands. It's like you're trying to push through to see, like you're trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but I think it's leading you nowhere. In fact, I think like your intuition this month is telling you to like, don't get too caught up in something. Why the 9 of Wands here? Oh shit. Ace of Cups. Don't emotionally drain yourself over whatever this is, Aries. Let it wrap up in your life this month, whatever this is. Something's wrapping up this month for you. Something that was once a wish fulfillment, but it's turned into something that was that turned sour. You're releasing a burden, or you're releasing old memories, old patterns. You're releasing pessimism. You're releasing those things just to regain back that part of you that was lost in that sauce. Don't burn yourself out emotionally. Don't burn yourself out emotionally with this. Wrap it up. Whatever this is, usually people want to give a specific. Mine is more general, because my card's going to pick up on whatever the fuck you want to pick up on. I may answer the question, but it's going to tell me exactly what you need to hear, or just get straight to the point. Like it cuts to the white meat on certain things. So it does not necessarily have to have a like a certain specific. It just can apply to anything in your life that needs to, you know, leave or transform or wrap up in your life. It could be romantic, could be career. I kept getting career messages, so it might be something regarding your career or your stability or your independence. What else? And also it could be friendships, family. You know, it can tie to any type of part of your life where that messages feel like it most resonate. So yeah. All right, Taurus, what's coming up for you this month? Queen of Wands. You're feeling more in control of something, but deep down it's like you're like ignoring, you're not getting your own way this month. What's coming up for you this week, Taurus? I mean, not this week, this month. Something this week may happen, because we enter into October on we enter into October tomorrow on Wednesday. So, and when I'm recording this, I'm recording it on September 30th. So possibly this month. It seemed like you're going to be up in the air about something, about dropping something. Why the Queen of Wands here? You're freeing yourself from something is what I get. You're not emotionally tying yourself to something. It's like you're freeing yourself from something. Why the 2 of Pentacles here? Why the 2 of Pentacles here? Oh shit. King of Cups reverse. You're detaching yourself from somebody or from something. like something that made you, like, I think you're regaining back your control of a situation, like in terms of like your essence or your energy. You're taking back your energy, and I think you're like up in the air about whether or not you want to detach yourself emotionally. Physically, you may still be there, but mentally or emotionally, you're detached, or you're not there fully. And it's like you're up in the air about like detaching emotionally. Like, do I really want to stick with this, or do I want to go on about my way and just like free myself from this? Because the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands, it means like it's a movement card. It's like more direct, more passionate, more energized. So it seems as though like you want to like break free from something and like regain like your power, like your fire. Oh my God, why the Queen of Wands here? You want to shine. You're tired of hiding. You're tired of being reserved. You're tired of like feeling as though like you're not being seen. And this month it seems as though you want to be seen. You want to show yourself. You want to become alive again. Judgment card at the bottom, like behind the Queen of Pentacles reverse. You want to get out of being left out in the cold. You don't want to feel like you're being swept up by the current. You want to feel as though like you want to feel appreciated, and you also want to see, it's like you want to shine this month is what I get. And I think emotionally, like you don't want to detach, like you want to emotionally detach yourself from feeling as like, hold on, let me see. Why the King of Cups reverse? What's that about? Lovers. Oh no, why the King of Cups reverse? You're taking your emotions out of the situation. I think you want to get out of the dumps. Like something probably last month made you feel as though made you feel disconnected from who you are, or made you feel lost, made you feel like that spark, or you didn't have nothing. I think you were probably depressed last month. And this month, it's like you want to get out of that and you want to shine. You want to feel more in your power. You want to feel more in control. And you want to get out of that funk, that slump that you were in. Like emotionally, you probably were detached, or emotionally, you probably were all over the place, or like your emotions were like basically consuming you in a way where it was not healthy. But I think this month you want to be like, you know what, I want to be outside. I want to feel the breeze hitting my ass or whatever the fuck. I mean, I don't know why I said that. Because I'm looking at the sun card. It is kind of like, yeah. But it's like you want to feel more free. You want to feel more in your power. You want to feel more confident, more sexy. I get sexy. I think you want to feel good about yourself. Like you want to put yourself together. And I think this month people may also see you now. Like you may get a lot of suitors. You may have people like find you attractive or like come out the woodworks, you know. I think you're admiring, or you're just building your confidence, or you're showing yourself, you're presenting yourself to the world a different way this month, where you like, okay, I was down in the dumps. This month I'm gonna make changes. This month I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna treat myself, or I'm gonna like, you know, I don't want to be bogged down is what I get. So that's what I get here. You're coming out of the shadows. You're coming out of like hermit mode, and you're releasing yourself from something in order to regain something is what I get for you. You're disconnecting yourself emotionally is what I get. I think you're going to be more into your body this month is what I get. I don't know why I get that for you, Taurus, but that's pretty cool. All right. Great. Gemini, what's coming up for you this month? Communication blocks. There's communication blocks. You may not be communicating your emotions. You got the Page of Swords reversed and the Eight of Wands reversed. Something's not, I think there's delays happening right now in this month. Delays to gratification. Like you're not getting instant gratification this month or something. Why the Page of Swords reversed? What is that about? Okay, that came out on this side, but I'll take it. Okay. you're not, okay, the word instant gratification keep popping up in my head. Let's see, why the Eight of Wands reverse here? Hangman, Nine of Swords reverse. Delays. I get delays. Like, you're not getting information as quickly as you want, or like there's something you want to know about, but it's like blocks in communication. So it's like whatever it is this month that you're trying to wait on, it seemed like it may be a little bit more delayed because it's not there. A perspective needs to be gained on something this month for you, Gemini. Like, you need to see something in a different lens. That's why this pause is happening. Like, sometimes, even though, oh, I hate when that shit happens too. It's like when you're waiting on something to go, or you're waiting and it seems like shit is not shifting, and it's like stuff is constantly being delayed. It's like something I think what my cards are telling you is to like gain a new perspective on the situation. It's not as, in with the Nine of Swords reverse, I'm getting that like, don't overthink it. It's actually more simple than what you think. There's some type of perspective you need to gain here. And I think you might be trying to look at things or observe things and emotionally detaching yourself. I get a lot of people are emotionally detaching themselves this month from something. But I think you're trying to see something. Are you spying on somebody? Possibly, Gemini, or someone spying on you trying to get a new perspective because there's communication blocks, so they're trying to see what's going on or something. That's weird. Why the Knight of Cups reverse? Someone may be coming back around. Someone who once walked away may be coming back around. Someone may be coming back around after observing you. But behind closed doors, I think it's best that you walk away from whatever this is, because you don't need to get in your own way here. Apology may come through, but it's not a sincere apology is what I'm getting. It's not sincere because the Knight of Cups is reversed and the Page of Swords. Someone may be observing you, trying to get information on you, or you trying to get information on somebody this month. And it's like communication is blocked. And you're trying to understand why. Or someone may be trying to understand why you got them blocked. Like trying to get the why of a situation versus a how of a situation, if that makes sense. Coming up for Gemini this month. Five of Wands. It might cause drama. It's a disconnect from somebody. This is someone that you was once in a relationship with. Someone that caused a lot of drama. Oh, wait. I think this past week's reading for September 29th through October 5th, I did say magnet for drama. This person may be a magnet for drama. This is someone that was like, you emotionally disconnect. You got tired of waiting. You got tired of waiting on this person to get it together. You're no longer interested. So whatever this is, it seems as though someone's trying to fight through that. There may be multiple people involved, because whenever I get the Five of Wands, I get too much confusion. So I'm thinking that it's confusion involved, or like too much shit going on. So I think for you, Gemini, try to gain a new perspective on whatever this is, meaning that like don't overthink whatever it is that you're thinking, because at the end of the day, sometimes like placing scenarios that wasn't supposed to be there can be, you know, easily done. So try not to overthink what you're feeling. But there's someone that was possibly spying on you this month that may want to come back around, someone that you disconnected from. But I think my cards are urging you to just walk away from it ultimately and don't allow a second chance to be happened, because I think it will cause more drama in your life, is what I get. A lot of Five of Wands here. Yeah, don't work on it. You'll feel trapped again if you go back to this, because you got the Eight of, yeah, you'll feel trapped to this. Or you may be like stuck on, you know, a disconnect that has transpired last month. Like, oh my gosh, like I think like it's something's urging you to get a new perspective, like a perspective change on something, whether it's relationships, family members, co-workers, job, all the etc. Get a new perspective on things so you can move forward in a healthy way versus in a way where it's like blocking you from moving on, because this thing is going to delay you. Like stuff is going to be delayed so you can get that new perspective on something. is what I get. I hope that made sense. This was kind of all over the place, but I guess get a perspective change for you is coming up this month that you need to make or you need to have. Okay. What's coming up for Cancer this month for October? Star. You're hopeful about something, but you don't want to work on it. It's like you feel as though you can't make it happen behind closed doors. What's coming up for you this month? Job. Something in regards to your career. Something tangible. But it's like you might... Hold on. Why the star here? Why the star here? Are you detached? Are you not moving towards something? Why the Ace of Pentacles here? Queen of Cups. Ace of Cups reverse. Why the Ace of Wands? Two cards out. Ten of Pentacles. Are you blocking? You're not moving towards something. Career-wise. You're not moving towards something career-wise, but this is something that may be emotionally fulfilling for you, Cancer, whatever this is. I think you may be overthinking something in regards to like your career. And it may make you feel like burnt out, or it may make you feel like you're... Okay, the message I'm getting is like, try to still maintain hope on something. Even if something's not moving as quickly as you want it to. Because you pulled the Ace of Wands reverse, clarified, the star upright, clarified by the Ace of Wands reverse. Clarifying the Ace of Wands reverse is the Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. I think you don't... Try to maintain hope over something that's not moving as quickly as you want it to. Because I think... eventually, this will turn into something that you may not see coming. You pulled the Chariot reverse. It seems as though like you're putting a halt to something and walking away from something. But that's weird. Why the Queen of Cups here? Why the Queen of Cups here? You pulled the Water card. Gain a new perspective. Hold back from making any hasty decisions. Hold back from making any hasty decisions in regards to your career or anything that you're working on. Gain a new perspective here. Recalibrate your emotions, recalibrate your mindset, or recalibrate like how you feel on something. That's what I get. Hold back and get a new perspective. Like a perspective needs to be changed here, because I think you're behind closed doors. It's like you have optimism towards something, but you're losing steam for it, because it's like you don't see it coming as quickly as you want it to. It's like, this is something that is steady. I think it's not going to be instant, is what I'm getting. It's not instant. And because it's not instant, or it's not going as quickly as you want it to, it may make you lose hope or make you lose steam. But I think you need to recognize that when you're building something solid, it takes time. When you're building something solid, it takes time. Because if you build something quickly, and this is something I have to remind myself too, Cancer. If you were to build something quickly and it just, like, let's just say instant gratification. Sometimes those things don't stand the test of time because it wasn't built off a solid foundation. Whereas if you took things step by step, taking your time, making sure you look at the floor plans of things for what it is, and not like trying to rearrange things in a different way, or like try to, take shortcuts. Then that's how you build something that's built to last. It's just like building a house. I remember my coworker, this is just a side note, my old coworker. He told me that he had got the inspector involved when, building his own patio or whatnot. And he said that when he got his inspector, I was like, get an inspector, because usually when people add do their own customization to their house, they don't really get anything. They just do it themselves, like DIY it or whatever. But he said no. Like he said, that was the best thing he ever spent. All he had to do was just spend a one-time fee. And then what the inspector does, it's tell them a way where, you know, some make them pay attention to things that they may have overlooked if they were just like, you know, just going, you know, eyeballing shit or spitballing at things. So what happened was he was able to build something based off of, how can I put this? He was able to build a solid patio where it has no issues over time. He had that for years now. No issues. And every time they had a mess up or like a misstep or whatever, the person said, you need to fix that because it can cause problems. Even if it was just a little pinch of a, like, you know, a mistake, still had to fix it. It was very thorough. And now he's thankful that he did it because he was able to build something that is not faulty. So when I'm getting this message, is that you're building the 10 of Pentacles here, Cancer. Pentacles are earth. Sometimes they're heavy. Especially if it's built with solid materials, not this cheap shit that is being put into houses today. But you got to recognize, take your time. Gain a new perspective. Maintain emotional stability when you're dealing with this. Hold back from making any faulty moves. And also, don't hold on to your money this month. Just hold on to your money this month as well. Like, try not to overspend. But I do see opportunities coming for you, Cancer. But you also got to recognize with these opportunities, it takes time. Especially if you wanted something to be built off of longevity versus temporary satisfaction, if that makes sense. It's not like you losing hope, but I think you're becoming a little bit impatient. Good things takes time. Why the Ace of Pentacles here? And it's like, yeah, it's like you're emotionally disconnecting yourself from whatever this is, but just understand, behind closed doors, Cancer, your foundation is being built. Your foundation is being built. And a notification just popped up on my phone, so I take that as confirmation. Your foundation is being built, so don't get too hasty, Cancer. The motto for you this month is good things take time. So you're building something that will last. It may not come as quickly as you want. Confirmation. It keeps saying act now, you know. It may not be as quickly as you want. But understand that by you doing things the honest way or the honest route, it will get you farther than what you think. So that's what I get for you this week, Cancer. I stayed on your reading a little bit longer, but I have to tell that story. It just popped up in my mind. All right, but in any case, Leo, what's coming up for you this month? Five of Swords reverse. Hold on. Is this reverse or reversed? Okay. Five of Swords reverse. Seven of Swords. Some type of betrayal. You getting out of that energy of betrayal, or someone maybe coming back to apologize about something. What's coming up for you this week, this month, Leo? I keep saying week. Judgment, Two of Wands. There was a decision being made. There was a decision being made, or a decision hasn't been made yet. In regards to, like, there hasn't been a decision being made. Why the Five of Swords reverse here for Leo? Temperance. Ace of Swords. Communication is not... Communication may come through, or clarity may come through about an ending. Disappointment. Could be fairly recent for me to say this week. A decision. And it's like you having to move forward. I'm drawn to this Two of Wands. Why the Two of Wands reversed here? What is that about? I get High Priestess. Follow your intuition. There's some type of disconnect coming up for you, Leo. You don't have to look. There's some type of disconnect happening. Or there's some type, like, something behind the scenes. There's a decision that is behind the scenes that you don't know too much about. Something about a disconnect or you're gonna unexpectedly have to free yourself. This was just flipped up, right? Like something you got to move quickly. Something is not coming together. Something's falling apart this week. I keep saying this week, Leo. This week, look at this weekly reading if you haven't already. If you come across this channel, I did mention something about something being let go, or something not, a decision that's not being made. I think it's carrying on to this month. I mean, it is October this week, basically, but well, it starts tomorrow, Wednesday. But some communication or some news come about will throw you off kilter. Something will throw you off kilter. And it seems as though you're having to, it's like you're unexpectedly having to see what else is out there for you after the news that comes about. But it's like a pending decision. But it's like you're being dropped. It's like you're being dropped from something. Why the Temperance reverse? I keep getting this. It probably may have already happened where you're like being released. I keep getting you're being released. And it caused some type of pessimism. I think this is work related. I keep getting something work related, Leo. But it seems as though you're being released from something. And it's causing you to lose your shit because it's unexpected. I get it. It was hidden from you. A hidden decision. Like communication comes through that make you unexpectedly free from something. Make you pessimistic. What is this Judgment card about? Knight of Wands. Something's wrapping up, Leo, this month. Whatever this is, something's wrapping up. And I don't think, like, this is something that is out of your hands. Because the World card is here. Ten of Wands. And it probably was a burden. You releasing a burden. This month is you releasing a burden. You being let go from something. Unexpectedly free from something. Clarity breaks through for you this month. Very straight to the point for you, Leo. Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition to see what you need to do next for this month. Follow your intuition. Because whatever this is wrapping up for a reason. Even though it may be harsh, especially if it's unexpected. But just know that there's something else out there for you. And you're being free. Freedom can mean many different things to many different people. So take it as it applies. Okay? You're not chained down. You can move. You can shift. Don't beat yourself up over a decision. I get that too. Don't beat yourself up because this decision was out of your control. I don't think it was a decision you wanted to make or someone else had to make. It's either you making a decision or someone else is making that decision. But I think you're no longer committing to something, or you're no longer going to be able to commit to something. But I also get you're unexpectedly being released from something. So that's what I get for you this month, Leo. Very straight to the point. This may be an ongoing theme for you. Because like I said, I got it for this weekly tarot message for you. So be sure to check that out if you haven't already. You may get more messages. Virgo, what's coming up for you this month of October 2025? What's coming up for you this month? Okay, I see from the bottom of the stairs, I see the Chariot upright and the Three of Swords. You're moving away from heartbreak. You're emotionally disconnecting yourself. Let me go ahead and go get those cards. I'm going to go ahead and pause real quick. You're moving away from heartbreak this month, Virgo. Those two cards flew out together. And you're emotionally detaching yourself from a situation. You no longer want to put your energy towards it or your resources or you don't want to put your energy towards it. What's coming up for you this month, Virgo, for October 2025? There may be some type of, I get mind games. Because when you pull the King of Swords reverse, they said that's the worst card in the deck, especially like the most coldest, possibly narcissistic card in the deck, especially with it reversed. So I get mind games. I get a lot of Swords energy, so it probably was a lot of mental games going on. And it's like, you see the Chariot card here? You see how they got their hand on their head? It means that, like, you probably was confused or it was just a lot. It's like you're breaking free from the mental gymnastics that whatever this situation has caused. Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Something that made you feel trapped. mentally, I get mental games. Mental games was a big thing for you. And I think you're blocking someone, or you're blocking someone out of your life. You're no longer holding space for this person. Why the King of Swords reverse? Can you give me clarification on who that is? The Moon reverse. Knight of Cups. Someone that probably portrayed themselves as, I think something was revealed about this person of how much they are a liar. Or you're starting to see the mind games that they play, or how, I don't want to throw around narcissistic, because sometimes, like, you know, I'm not psychiatrist to diagnose people, and plus that be thrown around a lot anyway. But and I also get this person dropped the ball. I think this person really probably portrayed themselves as someone that was like innocent or stable emotionally, but behind closed doors, it was a front. You know, the moon changes faces every time. Like, it changes. So I think this person changed personalities. I keep getting changed personalities here. And like behind closed doors, you probably seen through those things and saw that this person probably is a fucking loon. And you're resting, you're detaching yourself. You're gonna avoid that in and out behavior, or the change up. I think you're no longer gonna be attaching yourself to whatever this is. Your mental, it's like it messed with your fucking mental. Or this person, it's like you was trying to understand, but it's like this person is one way, the next day they're this way, and it's like it was something that was constantly going. What is that? Yeah. You're gonna be moving out of that drama, that deception. You getting out. You getting the hell out, Virgo. Whatever this is this month, you're getting the fuck up out of there. Because it's causing a lot of drama, and there may be a lot of people involved in this situation. A lot of deception. You're moving out of that situation. Heartbreak. It may be painful, but you got to do what you got to do to protect yourself from this clown. I keep getting a loon energy. Loon, you know, this person changed faces a lot. They change. Their energy changes a lot is what I get. It's scary. That is scary. That's scary. That's really scary. They're not who they say they are. They're not who they present themselves to be. A lot of drama and deception involved. You're getting the fuck up out of it. Or my cards are telling you to get the fuck up out of Dodge. Because this could lead to something that is out of your control. You need to, Virgo, don't stay stuck in situations where you feel as though your hands are tied. I always tell people that you always got a choice. You're never too deep into something to where you can't get out. You're never too involved. You're never too attached. You're never too nothing. So don't feel as though you cannot get the fuck up out of Dodge. You got a choice. You can stay in that shit and deal with, like, go through hell and high waters, or you can get the fuck up out of Dodge. It's that simple. Oh my gosh, well, block them. They know where I live. Okay, if you don't feel safe, you know what, you gotta, bro, honestly, I don't know what you do in those types of situations, but Virgo, if anything, you need to feel safe. If you don't feel safe, you need to find ways to get up out of there. It's easier for me to tell you through a fucking phone, but I'm telling you, like, don't entangle yourself in something that's dangerous. Because what I'm getting from this person, I don't know what this person is. They may try to play mind games or try to involve multiple people to try and come and get at you or something like that. But you really need to protect your peace. You need to protect your peace, Virgo, this month. Whatever you do, avoid this fucker. Avoid this fucker as much as you can. Try not to engage with them. You really need to get the fuck up out of Dodge, Virgo. Because this person's energy is not, I don't like this person's energy. I don't like this person's energy. Now this one's kind of scary. I never had this type of energy pop up in the read before. And also, like I said, block people. You need to, like, there's nothing to communicate. I know it's different. Like, some people say they have kids or whatnot, but you need to, like, you probably just need to get a burner phone or some shit. Get a fake number from Google or some shit. Like, block people's number. Block people on Facebook, Instagram, shit, even YouTube. Block folks on, block people. Don't give people unnecessary access to you is what I get. You need to run away from this type of shit. Fast. Get out. Is what I get for you this month, Virgo. Block people. Delete numbers. If you don't understand, if you don't know the number to people, because I think there may be multiple people involved or multiple people trying to get involved. Block numbers you don't know. Don't respond to people. Don't ask who they are. Just get the hell up out of there. You need to go. You need to leave. Okay, anyway. But yeah, that's what I get for you, Virgo. Try to protect your peace this month. Confirmation, a notification popped up on my phone. Protect your peace this month. Libra, what's coming up for you? Is it Libra? Yeah, it is Libra. This month. Why do I get fall from grace? You're ignoring something? You're not giving something attention this month. You're not giving your attention to something this month. What's coming up for you this week, Libra? This month. What's coming up for you this month, Libra? October. What's coming up for you this month in October, Libra? Follow your intuition. Detach yourself. Walk away. Okay, hold on. What's coming up for you this month, Libra? Hermit. Walk away from things. You're going to be walking away from something. You're going to be retracting something. I think you're no longer giving someone or something the time of day. You're going to be detaching yourself. You're going to be putting yourself into isolation this month. But this is your birthday month, isn't it? I mean, I know Libra season starts on September 23rd and is until towards the end of October. It's your birthday month, but I think you're going to be a little bit more reserved this month. I mean, it is a lot of planetary energies going on, but I think you're going to be really walking away from stuff, and you're not going to be giving anything the time of day anymore. Why the Six of Wands reversed? So, you're not going to give anything attention like that. You're not going to be giving anyone attention. Possible Leo may be involved. Does not necessarily have to be. I get fire sign energy. But I think you're going to be ignoring. You see how the sun is turned around, tending to his garden? You're not going to be giving anyone you're not going to be giving attention like that freely, is what I get. I think you're going to be focused on your own garden. You're going to be tending to your own garden this month. You're going to be walking away from things too. A lot of Hermit here. And you're not going to be, I don't think you're going to be tore up over it. I don't think, you see how that was? It's like you're ignoring something. You're going to be ignoring things or ignoring people, situations. You're not going to be mentally tied up in shit either. I get that heavily. Why do I get attention whore? Oh, God. Let me. Why the Hermit here? One more card. Why the Hermit here, please? King of Wands. I keep getting someone wants to get your attention, but I don't think you're giving it. Possible fire sign. Aries, Sag, Leo. Doesn't have to be. Someone's trying to get your attention or trying to communicate something to you. I get don't fall for it. Whatever this is. Keep to yourself this month. Why the Six of Wands reverse? Yeah, keep to yourself. You're going to be healing. This month, Libra, I think you're really going to be focused on healing. And getting out of stuff. And you're not going to be, I think you're going to be, I keep getting, you're not going to treat your energy like currency. I mean, you're going to be treating your energy like currency. The more you transact, the more drained your account is. So I think you're going to be treating your energy like currency this month. And you're going to be selective with who you give your energy to this month. Why the King of Wands here? Ten of Swords. And possibly you're going to be healing from a ending. Painful in there at that. You're going to be healing from that. The King of Wands is clarifying the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of, okay, this person, there's a person involved, a fire sign, Aries, Sag, Leo. Does not necessarily have to be. But there's a lot of drama attached to this person, as well as lies, deception. Someone may be trying to pull the strings on some stuff, but I think it's not, you're not going to let it rock you. But it's still fresh. It's still fresh. Fresh wounding is what I get. But I think you're not going to pay it no mind. If this person try to fuck with you, you're not going to pay it no mind. In fact, I think you're going to just be focusing on your career, your finances, your energy, your mental health. You're just going to be focusing on you this month. You're treating your energy like currency is what I get. So if you're going to be transacting a big chunk of change I can't afford, I'm not going to give it to you. Is what I get. So that's what I get for you, Libra. Very interesting read. Very nice reading, actually. And actually, I like that saying, treat your energy like currency. I mean, we haven't heard that before, but, you know, just focus on you and don't give attention to people that's seeking it for the wrong reasons. Because I think a lot of people are going to be trying to poke at you or trying to get your attention or trying to get your energy. But don't give them the time of day is what I get. You find victory and healing in doing so. Focus on your healing this month, Libra. Okay. Scorpio, what's coming up for you this month? Six of Cups. Memories. You got to be reminiscent about something. Clarity about something from the past. You got to be reminiscing. What's coming up for you this month, Scorpio? Something that did not work out. Lost dreams. Lost passions. You're going to be reminiscing. You're heavy reminiscent energy. I asked why the Six of Cups here. I'm sorry. Okay. Lovers. Possibly in regards to connections you had. Connections that fell through. Connections that you were once tied to. Connections that you lost hope in. You're reminiscent about people this month, Scorpio. Why the Three of Pentacles reverse here? Things that didn't work out. Unfairness. Disappointment. You're going to be reminiscent about disappointments. Things that fell through. Things that did not work out. Things that were unfair. Things that dropped the ball. I think those memories, it's like, I told you this for this week too. It's like, I mean, it's so closely intertwined because it is the start of October. So I'll say this. I'm glad you're actually reflecting, because a lot of people tend to like just brush stuff under the rug. But I think you're going to take a step, like you're going to really just hit the rewind button and see what you need to do in order to move forward properly. And you're letting your emotions run like a faucet. You're letting your memories run, and you're also allowing yourself to just like process those things properly. Or my cards are telling you to process those things. Because yeah, what happened to you was more than likely unfair. What happened to you was not, it just did not pan out. It was fucked up. And you have a right to feel how you feel. Oh, okay, I gotta respond to that in a minute. I'll do that in a minute. But you have a right to feel how you feel. Any past connections that hurt you or left you with disappointment, things that did not work out, feel those feelings and let them out your system, so that way you can open yourself up to new experiences and new people. Why the Lovers here? Why the Lovers here? Too many cards. I think some people are probably indecisive about you. You need people that's actually sure about you. You need people that's actually sure about you. What's up? Why the Lovers card here? Yeah. You need people that's actually sure about you, Scorpio. And I have to tell myself this too. It's like, you know, be thankful that those people is not taking no space in your life, because they're allowing you to have space for people that actually deserve to be in your life and deserve your energy, deserve your time, deserve you, not someone that mishandles you. So you're going to be reflecting on that, and then you're going to be making changes. Why the Three of Pentacles here? Don't stay stuck either. Why the Three of Pentacles in reverse? Mars is going through your sign too. Yeah. Find a light at the end of the tunnel. And also, some of you may feel the need to speak your mind on something in order to feel more free or feel more like relief from that situation. I think the light is going to be shined. Like, if you think that like people are getting away with stuff, I think like, no, I think some stuff will maybe exposed in regards to something being mishandled, or something that was not fairly assessed, or something that was like fucked up in nature. I think if something's gonna go, that's gonna be highlighted. Like it's gonna be communicated to you. So I think you're gonna be gaining something at the end of the day. Like, yeah, you may have lost hope, but just understand you're making space. And look at the things that actually work out for you. It's easier said than done, but the more you let that out your system, the more you're able to really recognize the things that are working out for you this month. And a light will be shined on the injustice that has transpired. So don't think that like things are not going to be exposed. I think some type of injustice is going to be exposed on your behalf to this month, Scorpio. Something that fell through. I think something's going to be highlighted and exposed in your favor. You're going to be focusing on wrapping up cycles. So tend to your own garden this month, Scorpio. Tend to yourself this month. Allow yourself to heal. Go within. Go within. Go within. Is what I get. Wrap up those cycles. Wrap up those thoughts. Like, allow your memory, like, allow those things to flow out of you so you can move on properly. And not carry that on to other people or project it onto other people who did not do that to you. And whatever injustice that is being highlighted, it's going to help you to feel like, okay, at least it's exposed now. I can get the hell on. That's what I get for you this month. I keep week, month, shit. Scorpio. That's what I get. Okay. Sagittarius. What are you committing to? Yeah. Hierophant. You're committed to something. What's coming up for you this month, Sagittarius? What's coming up for you this month, Sagittarius? Two of Cups? Don't tell me you're trying to get in a relationship, honey. Disappointment. Three of Wands. Why the Hierophant here? Someone may communicate contract. I can think of it like a contract too. Why the Two of Cups here? There's something being offered to you this month. Why the Two of Cups here? But I think you may... That's weird. Two of Cups being clear, 5 out of 4. Pentacles reversed. What are you letting go of? You letting go of a commitment? Letting go of a contract? Okay, I pulled the 5 of Cups. Why the 5 of Cups here? 6 of Wands. Now that flew out over here. I think you're coming to an agreement with somebody this month. You're coming... Possibly opportunity. You're coming to an agreement with somebody this month. Y'all coming to some type of equal playing ground. And I think you're going to come out victorious in something. No more holding back. An offer is going to come to you that's been delayed. A delayed offer or delayed victory or delayed acknowledgement. And there's going to be communication about this thing. Why the 5 of Cups here? Why is that there? Because it flew out, the 6 of Wands flew out over there, but what is this? Oh. And it may be some type of disappointment, like this probably was a deceit, like something that you felt was ended, or something that you felt as though like there was nothing else to it. It was probably an opportunity you thought was gone. Opportunity you thought wasn't there anymore. Something that you felt like something's coming back around to you. Communication about it. What's this communication about? But you may disconnect from it. I think this was like communication from somebody you disconnected from, or something that was not. This is so weird. You got a weird reading, Sag. Why the Five of Cups here? Can you give me clarification? Why the Five of Cups here? Temperance. This was something that was like being, okay, something that you lost hope on. Something that you lost, like you were patient on, but it didn't go through. And communication may be coming in from somebody about a disconnect or opportunity. Someone that you thought it was no longer an opportunity with, is what I get. What's the Lover's reverse here for? Ace of Wands. Yeah, this is someone that, or something that they're coming back around to tell you about a decision to revive something. This may be a person. This may be a person that want to communicate about reconnecting. About reconnection. Something you thought was long gone. Someone may be coming back around, or opportunity may be coming back around that you thought was long gone. What is Sag advice in this situation? What is Sag advice in this situation? Usually I get a good answer on that one. Okay. What is Sag advice in this situation? Be confident. Be confident. Don't get in your own way. Stand strong. Be confident. I keep getting be confident in yourself. Sagittarius, you got this. If you don't get in your own way. That's your advice. What's Sag advice? Why the Queen of Wands take her advice? Yeah. Don't entangle yourself emotionally. Detach yourself emotionally from a situation. Like, don't get in your own way. Is what I get. Don't get in your own way. Make that decision. But be confident. Stand tall. Be passionate about what you do. It's gonna come in handy this month. Be confident. Be passionate. Be driven. Whatever this is, just know you got this. Queen of Wands. I keep getting water energy too. You may have water in your chart, or there may be someone that have water in their chart as well, but fire and water. Just know you're up for the job. You're up for it. Don't get in your own way. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. This may be an opportunity you thought was long gone that's coming back around. Communication coming back around. Something that you thought was like not there, but I think you're going to get acknowledgement, unexpected acknowledgement. Someone's going to come in and release something, or give you something, or say something to you about something. Your past efforts are being acknowledged, is what I get, Sagittarius. Okay. Capricorn, what's coming up for you this month? King of Wands, you're going to be feeling, ooh, what are you may be moving, or you may be like shifting your perspective. You may be shifting. You're going to be on the move this month. You're going to be on the move this month, Capricorn. What's coming up for you this month, Capricorn? Three of Swords. You're going to be moving on from heartbreak, conflict, drama. You're going to be moving on from the ending that you endured. You're going to be moving on. Whatever this is, you're going to be getting over it. If the Three of Swords was upright, it means that it was something that that is fresh, something that's current. But it seems like you're going to be really getting over it. You're going to be back in your drive, like back in your bag, back in your game, if that makes sense. Why the King of Wands here? Why the King of Wands here? Why the King of Wands here? Judgment reverse. You're not going to give something a second chance. If someone were to come and communicate, I think you're not going to like you're going to move on. Like, you're not going to sit around and wait on it. Why the Three of Swords reverse here? You're ending. Yeah, you're getting over it. This month you're going to be getting over stuff, and you're going to be You're going to be back in your power, feeling more in control. You're walking away from emotionally draining situations, and I think you're going to be more, you're going to feel more in your, you're going to feel more in control of yourself this month. You're going to be getting over stuff, and you're going to be getting out. You're not going to give something a second thought. You're not going to get out of, you know what? Who did I get that for? I said, you're going to be outside. Taurus, I got that for Taurus. You're going to be more outside. Like, okay, well, I'm going to be on my game. Why the Judgment reverse here? What's that about? Why the Judgment reverse here? Two of Swords. Yeah, you're gonna be ignoring something. You're gonna be ignoring something. You're gonna make a decision to ignore something. You're gonna detach yourself emotionally from something, and you're gonna be moving out of that situation. You're gonna feel more confident. You're gonna feel more confident in yourself, more driven, more passionate, more honest, and more focused on what you want to do. And you're gonna be getting over heartbreak situations. You pulled the Death card and Three of Swords. You're getting over stuff. You're letting stuff end the way they need to end. Why the Death card here? Yeah. You're no longer going to be losing your shit over it either. You're no longer going to allow a situation to take control over you. And you're going to get back in the driver's seat. This situation is no longer going to drive you. You're going to get back in control. You once was probably driven by disappointment and sadness and shame. I think you would like in a healing phase, more detached phase. But now you're going to be in a phase where it's like, okay, I'm outside. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to like go back out there and shine and be myself and actually focus on the things that I actually want to focus on. That's what I get. You're going to be ignoring a situation or ignoring a decision, focusing on something else. Why the King of Wands here? Yeah, you're going to be blocking. Yeah, you're not going to give it the time of day. It look like it's about a commitment. You're not going to give it the time of day. You're not going to revive it. So if someone were to try to come back around to you, you're not going to give it a second chance. You're not going to give it a second thought. You're going to be moving on from it. Eight of Wands reverse, blocked communication. Hierophant reverse, lack of commitment. Six of Wands, lack of acknowledgement. You're not going to give it the time of day. You're not going to let it get in the way of your October. This October, I think you're going to be outside. Outside. You dropping shit. You dropping this connection, whatever this is. So you're dropping stuff and getting over it. And you're going to be outside. Is what I get. Capricorn, very beautiful. Don't let folks hold you back from your best self. Like, that's for you to determine. Not for them to determine. Okay. Dang, I'll be doing some long ass readings. Aquarius, what's coming up for you this month? Four of Wands reverse. Ooh, Lovers. You're disconnecting from something. Disconnecting from people. Coming up for you this month, Aquarius. Nine of Wands, Five of Wands. You're disconnecting from. You're no longer gonna be. Ooh, you're detaching. You're detaching. I guess someone exposing themselves. Why do I get exposing? Because I see the Moon reverse here. And behind is the Chariot. Someone exposing themselves. Someone exposing themselves. Or something being exposed. But I do see you're going to be really in your... You're not... Yeah, you falling out with people. Why are you falling out with people? Aries, Leo, and Aquarius had weird ass readings for this week, and it was something about like them being dropped or something happening. I don't fucking know. It was very weird. But if you haven't already, be sure to check that out. Like, it ain't gonna resonate with everybody because those were actually specific in my opinion. But yeah, but I do sense that you're not sticking around for something. Why the Four of Wands reverse? See how those cards flew out? High Priestess. You're following your intuition. So this isn't something that like this isn't something that is like physically known or mentally known. It's more so like you're disconnecting. You're disconnecting. I get you're disconnecting this month. Why that's there? And it's more hidden. You're not committing. Whatever this was, it was a burden. A burden is being released from your life. And it wasn't giving you the full independence that you wanted anyway. You're no longer waiting around and you're not trying to fuck around and find out this month. Is what I get. And whatever this is, it caused unnecessary conflict. It probably was like a lot of drama involved, or it was like a lot of people involved in this situation. But you're becoming independent of a situation. Feeling left out in the cold. Mental games or too much drama. I get, because you got a lot of wands here, so it was a lot of drama involved, or a lot of possibly competitiveness, or like too much shit going on. I get a lot of shit going on. It was a lot of shit going on is what I get, and you're not waiting around to figure it out, or you're not going to invest your emotional energy into this. And you're following your intuition, and I think your intuition is telling you to just don't be around for it. Just move on and cut your losses is what I get. One more card for what's coming up for Aquarius this month. One more card, please. Hold back. Yeah, you're holding back. Hold back and don't work on shit. If it's something that like you feel like if you get that inkling like something ain't right, something probably is not right. If you get that inkling that you need to stop putting your efforts towards something, stop putting your efforts towards something. Because, and it may be in regards to work. Like there's something that's not being, like you're no longer going to be going for something at work or something that you're working on. Like you're releasing yourself out of something, possibly a toxic job, or a job that made you feel less than, or a job that was not giving you what you were worth. I think you're going to be detaching yourself from whatever this is. And you're going to be like, you know, you're going to go within. You're going to go within. I think you're going to be following your intuition this month, Aquarius, whatever this is. You got the same reading. Like Leo, Aries, and Aquarius, y'all got a similar reading from last week. I don't know what's going on, but looks like it's something there. So what I get? All right. Last but not least, Pisces. What's coming up for you this week, Pisces? No, I said week. Let me reshuffle. Okay. What's coming up for you this month, Pisces? King of Swords. Getting out of something. Someone's probably playing mental games. You're getting out of mental exhaustion is what I get. What's coming up for you this month, Pisces? Queen of Wands. You're getting out of something in order to gain back your confidence and your peace. You felt trapped to this. I think you felt like you couldn't really, you felt caged. You probably felt caged from whatever this is, and you're going to be releasing it. It's possibly a connection that's long gone, or connection that you want, like you felt caged to, like you felt obligated to, or you felt like stuck to. Why the King of Swords reverse here? Kind of similar to Virgo. Why the King of Swords reverse here? Okay, that card came out. 1 second, please. Okay, Three of Pentacles reverse, flew all the way down the stairs. So I think you're going to be walking away, because when cards fly, I think you're just going to be long gone away from that shit. Like you're going to be shifting out of that way. But I pulled the Death card at the bottom of the deck. You're not going to give something a second chance. It's kind of similar to Virgo read. You're not going to be giving something a second chance. In fact, I think you're going to be focused on you. Your stability, your shine, your confidence, your ambitions. You're going to be focused on you. And you're going to be ending things where it was not collaborative. Someone was not being cooperative. Someone was not with the program. Probably it was trying to play mental games. You're not giving something a second chance. You're done. Like you're dead in it. You're dead in it. Someone that was probably in and out. Flaky. Inconsistent. Why the Queen of Wands here? Knight of Swords. Reverse. Six of Pentacles. Why do I feel as though you're stepping out of this energy of instability? Because whatever this is, it made you feel unstable. And it made you feel blocked. Like, you probably was going through some type of mental block, or some type of like, you felt blocked in some way. And now it seems as though you're going to be releasing yourself out of that. Like you're going to be finding your spark again. You're going to be coming out of that funk that you were in. Something's going to be coming out, helping you to get yourself out of like that funk. Like you're going to just start to breathe life into yourself again, is what I get. Because I think whatever this is, it threw you off kilter, or it made you feel like you can't really focus on. It's like you were all over the place, and now you're like, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna dead this because I want to put effort towards myself again. Like, I think something made you take your focus off your resources, or like your what you want to do, and now you're just like, okay, yeah, I want to step back into my passions, my works of art or whatever. Why the King of Swords reverse? One more card. Why the King of Swords reverse here? Too many cards. I think this person was combative, and they weren't telling you exactly. It's like they were telling you they weren't telling you the truth. Like they said one thing and did another. Why the King of Swords reverse here? Yeah, this was faulty foundation. You hold it like this person, yeah. Hold back from this person, whoever this is, Pisces. Because that way you're going to be avoiding conflict. Drama, unnecessary drama and conflict that this person caused. Three of Pentacles reversed. This person was not cooperative. I think this person was like, I don't know if they were aware, but it's like they weren't fully in it to win it. They weren't there. It's like they weren't there is what I get. Whoever this person is. So hold back from that type of energy. This person, there's nothing there with this person. If you're asking that question, there's nothing there. I'm not going to tell you what the fuck you want to hear, bro. There's nothing there with these people. I'll tell you quick. I'm quick to tell you there's something wrong with this damn person. Like, why are you there with this person? I don't even want to know why, because why would I want to make sense of that? Well, I'm the tarot reader, so of course I got to read the energy, but you know. But what I get is, like, I think you're going to be stepping into yourself and your confidence this month, or your passions, and actually work on the things that you want to do on, because I think, like, I'm getting a person pulling the weight, like pulling a weight, and the other person who's more than capable of pulling the weight too is not pulling with you. So you're just pulling all this weight, and when you're pulling all this weight, you're not able to really put your fingers down and actually focus on the things that you want to do. Like, y'all weren't a team, y'all weren't a unit. So this person, I don't know, probably was taking advantage of your, like, taking advantage of you in a sense, like your drive, and like your energy was going towards that, trying to make something work, whereas their energy was like, well, I'm just on it. Probably sitting on the fucking weight, adding more to it. Don't do that to yourself, Pisces. What's Pisces' advice? Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition and get back on track. Follow your intuition. You're a psychic sign. You got your intuition. So follow your intuition to get back on track, Pisces. I think you know what you need to do. And I think you're going to be doing it this month of October. That's what I get. These readings got longer than what I thought it would be. I kind of like the lighting in here because I don't look a fucking mess. I need to update my cameras and shit because, like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like, the poor lighting I had on the other videos was trash. But anyway, that's beside the point. I just wanted to get the readings out. But in any case, let's go ahead and do a collective message for the month of October for all signs. What is the collective message I can give to all signs for the month of October? What is the message that all signs collectively need to know? What is the collective message I can give for all signs for the month of October 2025? What is a clear-cut message? What is it that they need to know? What is the message that they need to know in regards to, like, this month of October 2025? What advice or what messages you have for the collective for October 2025 for all signs that I read for today? What is the message that I need to hear? But what they need to hear. What is it that they need to hear? What is the messages that I can relate to them in regards to, like, collective message for October 2025? What is the collective message that all signs that I read for today and need to hear for October 2025? Can you give me a clear-cut message for all signs, Aries through Pisces, collectively, that they need to hear for October 2025? What is the messages that I can relate to them? What is the message I can relate to them? I just want a clear-cut message for October 2025 for all signs 2025. What is the message I can give to the collective here? What is the message that collective need to hear for October 2025? What is a message that they need to know? Message that they need to hear for October 2025. What is the collective message I can give to all signs that I read for today for 2025? October 2025. What is the overall message for 2025? October 2025. What is the overall message for October 2025 collectively for all signs? What is a clear, concise message I can give to all signs collectively for October 2025? Okay, 3 more shuffles. Yes. Clear cut message for October 2025, collective message. 2. Okay. And 3. All right. What is the overall message? Okay, that wanted to fly out. Ace of Cups. World. What's coming up for the collective for October 2025? What is the message I can relate to them? Okay, black. What is the message I can give to the collective for October 2025? What is the message that they need to know for October 2025? Collective, you need to release. You need to let go this month. Like my shoes. You need to let go this month. Clear message, you need to let go this month. What are you holding on to that need to be let go? You know deep down need to be let go. Because you feel stuck, like you feel as though you cannot move. You cannot, it just seems as though you feel as though you don't have the resources to move or to like make the change that you need to make. But let me tell you something. I think that's more so mental than physical. It's more so mental. It's easy to get wrapped up in illusions, meaning that like you feel as though like your choice, your ability to choose for yourself is gone, when it's not. I always say this: you're never too deep into something. You're never too attached to something. You're never too connected to something to a point where you cannot let it go. You have a choice. You always have a choice. So don't feel as though your ability to choose for yourself this month is gone, because it's not. You are still an individual at the end of the day. You are never too stuck in something. Because it feels as though like you're emotionally drained. You're losing hope in something. You're becoming pessimistic. I think collectively people are feeling like that's all that's there for them to get. That's what's there for me, so I have no choice but to accept it. Don't accept that for yourself. Don't put yourself in an unnecessary circumstance where you feel as though your resources are gone. There's no hope left. I can't get what I want. Don't say that to yourself. You have a choice. You need to understand your power in a situation, collective. You need to understand your capabilities. And if you don't recognize it, do some healing to recognize that. You need to make a decision this month or whether you're going to stick with something or you're going to let it go. See, that's the choice that you have. Why the Ace of Cups reverse here? Being clarified by the Nine of Pentacles reverse. Get the hell on. Get that inspiration back. Don't let your emotions hold you back from getting what you want, from moving on. Get a new perspective this month. Tap into that creative energy. Tap into that drive. Tap into that optimism. Tap into, even if it's small, tap into that flame. Get your drive back this month, collective. What is it that you really want? And what is it that you need to let go of in order to get to where you want to go? Because holding on to unnecessary things is not going to allow that thing that you want to come in. If you want that to come in and to stay, you need to make space for it. If you want to acknowledge it, You need to make space for it so the other stuff is not covering it, so you won't see it. Stop feeling like your options are limited. Your options are not limited. Don't be pessimistic. Don't feel stuck. Don't feel like that all hope is lost. It's not. Guess what? The world is still revolving, right? Every day you have a chance. Every day you get up. That's a new opportunity to get the fuck on. Get going with your life. Tap into this energy, collective. What is it the collective need to know for October 2025? Hold on. Don't get caught up. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to you. I'm channeling, really. I'm just channeling. What's coming up for the collective? What does the collective need to know for this month of October 2025? Let the scales balance. Let the scales balance. Your foundation, like, don't think all hope is lost. Things are working itself out. I don't know why it's a simple message. I'm going to keep it simple because I think that's what really needs to be said. Things are working out. Fairness, balance. The scales are balancing this month. Things are going to be rectified. We are in Libra season. So that means fairness, judgment, all this stuff. Like, we're in a phase where we need to recognize our power, or we need to recognize the choices that we make or the choices that we have. That's the theme for this month. Recognize the choices that we have for this month. You have a choice. Don't think you don't. Is what I get. Collectively, we have a choice. And let go of whatever it is that make you feel as though you don't have a choice. You don't have an option. That's all that is to it. That's all I can get. Hell no, that ain't all you can get. Don't settle. When you settle, that shit gonna fuck you over even more. Trust me, I know. And I might actually do an episode on that. Like, I'm serious. Don't ever settle. I learned not to settle when I went through my first heartbreak. I'm never settling like that again, or accepting shit like that again. There's more to life than what you think. I learned so much shit. I may be, whatever, but at the end of the day, once I learn something, it sticks. So understand your options, collective. Don't settle for less than what you deserve. So now, let's go ahead and pull a May You Know card for the month of October. This is my favorite part of the read. So what shall the collective may know for the month of October? What is the message I can leave off to the collective for October 2025? What is the message they shall know I can leave them off with for October 2025? What is it they shall know for October 2025? What is the message I can give to them? What is it they shall know for October 2025? What is the messages they should know for October 2025? What is it they shall know? What is it they shall know? 2. What is it they shall know for October 2025? 3. Okay. What is it the collector shall know for October 2025? That flew out. May you know peace. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck, celebration. So this is the overall message. May you know peace. Let's go ahead and go to peace. Okay. All right. Shit, what am I doing? Okay. Yeah, you need to acknowledge your peace. May you know peace. In the core of your being, may you breathe in and out and know that everything is exactly how it. Okay. May you know peace in the core of your being. May you breathe in and out and know that everything is exactly as it should be, and you're exactly where you are supposed to be. May the lightness of peace guide you. May it be friends with strength and hope. And if peace seems far off, identify what needs to be removed or changed to make space for it. May you know peace. I like that last part. And if peace seems far off, identify what needs to be removed or changed to make space for it. Make you know peace. That's what I get for you, collective. You deserve to celebrate and you deserve peace. What changes you need to make, you have a choice. Because you got to live for yourself at the end of the day, too. This is your life to live. So start living or start knowing what you want. Get that peace back in your life. What needs to be removed? This is the month of figuring out what needs to go in order to get to where you need to be. So that's what I get for the month of October. I hope it wasn't all over the place. I literally don't know. Hopefully it was a good read for you guys. But until then, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and also turn on notifications so you never know when so you never miss when I post, because sometimes my uploading shit just be going the fuck awry. If you've been looking at my community page, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. But for the most part, yeah, see you guys in the next video. And also please be safe out here, and check out the monthly reading for September and see what messages came to pass. If the messages resonate, if it didn't, you know, shit, not everything's gonna be resonating, but for the most part, or things may also resonate, you know. I ain't gonna to my own word. I think I can resonate, I can read some shit, but for the most part, like, not just, you know, take your time and reevaluate and make some choices, make the right choices for your peace. Until then, you guys, see you in the next video. Toodles.